Are we live? Fuck it, we'll do it live. Alright, cheers. If I can get this open.
Wow.
Yeah.
What's up with your Nancy boy grip?
What are you talking about? That was all like fucking fingertip.
Nancy boy. Drinking too much soy?
This is coming from the guy who's drinking out of styrofoam.
Yeah, you
like
know
a
why?
fucking scumbag.
Because I didn't want to sweat all over the table.
No, but you're drinking out of styrofoam that takes like 1,000 years to decompose.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah.
It's the same thing as oil.
Yeah, because that makes it better. Yeah, go ahead and tell that to the birds out in the Gulf.
Fuck them birds.
That's fucked up. So much for being all about conservation and helping out the environment, huh?
I do enough.
No, yeah, like clearly, by drinking out of styrofoam cups on a weekly basis, almost on a daily basis.
No.
I think we need to have an intervention.
That's not true.
You need to stop having.
I drink mostly out of.
You need to stop
mugs.
having fucking gas station food and liquids. For sure, that's probably not the best for you. Is that like the poor man's Whole Foods?
Well, I'm not eating. I'm drinking. I got a drink after I got gas.
What are you talking about? You love gas station hot dogs.
I love all hot dogs.
You've made it very clear you love gas station hot dogs.
I'll eat a hot dog out of a gas station. I'm not afraid.
Fucking disgusting. That's actually pretty fucking gross. I don't think I've ever had a hot dog from a gas station. Ever.
I've also eaten street meat from Puerto Rico.
I mean, I had street meat in Brazil and then spit it out right away. I can't think I've ever fucking had gas station hot dogs. Like that, you're okay with that?
Yep.
Like wide open for the world to grab?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Like the ones that are just rolling?
Yeah, but you can't grab them.
Yeah, the one at racetrack you can.
No, I've never gotten a hot dog.
Next time I'll take a photo of it. I'll show you.
I've never gotten
the 7-Eleven ones, like are covered. Not that it makes that much.
That's right. If I get a hot dog, it's from 7-Eleven.
Like I can honestly say, if I ever watched that whole procedure of you going into 7-Eleven, purchasing the hot dog, and just eating it right there, I think I would throw up.
We should test that theory.
I guarantee you, I would like be very close
7-Eleven
to
right down the road.
Like I would for sure throw up.
They got very good coffee too.
Or at least get very,
not as
very
good
nauseous.
as Wawa.
I've had gas station coffee here and there.
So you wouldn't eat a sandwich from Wawa?
Like made at Wawa?
Yeah.
No.
Then that's on you.
No.
I guarantee you there's going to be people that comment that say you're an idiot for not eating
and
a
there's
Wawa
people
food.
you're an idiot if you think Wawa has great food and coffee.
I don't think so.
That's Wawa coffee.
That's pretty much a consensus.
From
They've got
white
good
trash,
good
like,
food, good
Yeah.
sandwiches, and
Yeah.
great coffee.
It's probably from truckers high on cocaine and white trash.
No.
Yeah.
Why is it got to be a color thing?
Because I never heard anybody say Wawa is amazing and not be white.
It's because you don't expand your circle.
Yeah, I don't expand my circle into the white trash. Yeah, you're very
No, you're
right.
saying that's all you talk to. All you hear
No.
is white trash.
No, I'm saying
That's what you just said.
No.
I've never heard somebody that wasn't not white trash say this.
So then that means that I heard white trash say it.
Right. So I said you need to expand your circle and get some
That's not what you
friends
just said.
of color.
That's not what you
That's
just
what I said.
no.
I guarantee you
just
I can't
literally
wait to
said-
hear this back.
You don't even listen to it.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't.
Oh, yes, I do.
No, you don't. Every time I ask you, did you listen to it? No, I haven't had a chance yet. I'm too busy on fucking Grindr to listen to my own podcast.
Oh, I can show you right here. I can show you proof. I can show you proof.
Well, you need to show me is this fucking air conditioner fucking working. So the last couple of weeks, I've been kind of trying to plan ahead and get into the studio early to turn on that air conditioning before I go to Jiu-Jitsu. And I didn't get a chance to today. So it's fucking sweltering. I don't know. I saw you just got a dick pic though.
From Steve Montgomery?
No, I wouldn't be surprised. I definitely wouldn't be surprised if it was from Steve. So, real quick.
He is the creepy weasel.
We never looked at our choices, our picks from the Kasai. So we never covered them. So
I know one of them. I know there's one you got wrong and one I got wrong.
I do think that there's a couple that we both got wrong. Let me go ahead and see and pull them up. I didn't get a chance to pull those up. Kasai Orlando results. Even though I was there, I can't tell you. I fucking can't remember.
That's probably
certain ones I obviously can't
you
remember.
smoke way too much of the reefer.
No, definitely not. Where are we? Here we go. So let's see. Before we go, did I already pull them up? No. I'm trying to get the results here. Series results. Which, by the way, there's also something else that we need to talk about that happened that we didn't discuss.
At Kasai?
That happened at Kasai. So, all right. So.
Somebody saw somebody's ding-ding?
No, definitely not the case.
I bet you somebody saw somebody's ding-ding at Kasai.
I probably would have.
I would bet money on that.
Let me see. Where is it? How come I can't find it?
Did you see a ding-ding at Kasai?
Did I see ding-ding? No. Definitely did not see ding-ding. Ricky Nelson versus Fabian Rosa. We both picked Fabian Rosa, so we both got that one correct. Maggie versus Bridget Graceus. Maggie. We both picked Maggie. Maggie won that one. And then Tony Way versus John Lineker. I picked John. You picked Tony, so I lost that one. That one's one for Shawn. And then Mateos Lutas versus Valdir Baby Monster. Lutas won. So I lost that one. I picked Baby Monster. I'll take that loss all day. Because I'm not going to...
Well, I just knew Lutas is on a tear.
Oh,
but he almost lost. Did you...
Well, yeah, I did see it. I was there. I have the photo of him. Did you see the photo that I posted?
No.
I have a photo of him when Baby Monster was trying to sink in the leg lock. And Mateos Lutas is just reaching out for someone like to help him.
Yeah. Like tag somebody in WWE style.
So, here, let me show you. I think I have the photo right on my phone too. He was just like reaching out, and then like we made eye contact, and it was one of those things where it's like, bro, I can't help you. Here you go.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I have the other one where he's like reaching out. I posted that one. So I lost that one. Richie Martinez versus T-Bow. Richie won that one, so we both picked that one. Mancha versus Enrico Coco. I believe Enrico won that one, right? Am I?
I don't know.
Let me double check. Where are we? Mike Perry. Yeah, Mike Perry was there. Like I said, I wasn't too impressed, but it is what it is. Why isn't it coming up? Fabian Rosa, Mateos Lutas. No, we both picked Enrique Coco, and Mansour Kara won by heel hook, so we both got that one wrong. So far, you're still up. Jay-Z versus Makaku. We both picked Jay-Z, so we're tied on that one. Bastos versus Alencar. Alencar won, so I got that one. I'm only one down. Tex Johnson versus Craig Jones. You picked Tex.
Yeah.
I picked Craig.
Yep.
So now we're tied. Vinicius versus Wagner. I picked Wagner. You picked Wagner. Wagner won, which, by the way, was a fucking nail-biter of a fucking competition. I actually had that conversation with Wagner. I was like, what the fuck are you doing? He's like, you were nervous, weren't you? I'm like, as we're talking, he's like, bro, I got goosebumps right now. I'm like, don't do that to me, man. If you're going to win. He's like, no, man. He was fucking tough. He was definitely tough. And then the final, Canuto versus Leon, and Canuto won.
Oh my God, I am the winner.
You won one. So right now we are 2-1 on matches. I'm up 2.
By the way, there's no science to this.
Yeah.
We're just
going.
We're just lucky because most of the people, we really don't know what their game is.
No, some of them.
Some of them we do.
Yeah,
like a lot of the names on that one, I knew. Like I knew Lutez.
I actually was expecting a lot more from John Lineker, to be honest, just because he was.
But he's not. He's
that
not.
Same day it was when they announced that he was out of the UFC. So that's the part that.
Why is he out of the UFC?
They were.
I thought he won his last fight.
Yeah, no, he won a couple, but the UFC are saying that he was just too unprofessional for them to deal with. This is what I read anyway. That he had a couple of issues with missing weight, and then they offered him a bunch of matches, and he just kept saying no. So they're like, all right, done.
Right.
Yeah, that's one of the things that the UFC does not play with. Like, they do not allow people too many chances to deny matches. So if you're aspiring to be a professional MMA fighter, just be very aware of that. With that being said, we got a bunch of news to go over. You ready for this one? I'm going to try and fire through a couple of them. Speaking of Kasai, so something happened at Kasai that not too many people know about. And I can only state the facts that I know. And so I'm not going to sit there and say anything else outside of that, out of speculation. But the Talita Alencar match was very awesome match. It was tough. Talita versus Sofia Amarante is what it ended up being. So Talita, as soon as she won, she came off stage, and from what I understand, she received a text message saying she was fired from Gamblers Jiu-Jitsu. Yeah, like right off the match. She got a text message saying, "You're fired, you're out," and bam, she was out. So I've never heard that, someone winning and getting kicked out of their own like team. Like I said, there's a bunch of stuff that I've heard. I can't say that whether it's true or not.
What have you heard?
I can't. I'm not going to say
No,
it.
you can say.
No,
it doesn't
I
mean
can't say
it's
it.
doesn't.
I legitimately can't say, not because like I'm worried about pissing somebody off, is because I don't want to say what isn't the truth just because of it's still up there. What I can tell you though that happened was right after it happened, Flow Grappling actually went and wrote an article about it. And it was called the Dickhead Move of the Week. And it was taken down shortly after. So they posted an article.
Well, what did the article say?
That she was fired right after. There was she got the text message saying
So
you're fired.
is she still fired, or what do we know?
As far as I know, that's she's gone. She's out of Gamblers Jiu-Jitsu. So last time I heard, she's up in Orlando, and she's training. I know she's got a big match coming up in Polaris. So it's that's pretty crazy. Like, but have you ever heard that? I never heard that.
No, but like
I've never heard of someone winning and then getting kicked out. Like, that's pretty nutty, right?
yeah, it's kind of ridiculous. Especially if she won.
Yeah. Like, usually you want to keep the people that are winning and you want to sit there and be all proud about them. So I'm really curious as to what happened.
Well, I think you should just say it. I think
No,
because
it's
not
that's the thing, because I don't. Like, it's just speculation on my part, but I still, like...
Well, you said you heard things.
I've heard stuff, but it's still speculation. So you know how it is. Everyone's
That's what it is.
got a story, but no one's connected to it.
You know, all you're saying is what you heard. That doesn't.
Right.
That doesn't.
No. What I know is that she was fired. Like, I know that for sure. And like I said, there was the article in Flow Grappling. But if anybody can find it and send it to us, I'd be more than happy to talk about it. Like, I don't have any information. I will reach out to her, though, and ask her if she wants to come in to the podcast and talk about it, or even the owner of Gamblers Jiu-Jitsu to talk about it. It'd be great to hear as to what happened. But, yeah, to me, to fire, like, one of your black belts, like, right after they win a hard match against another, like, legend in Jiu-Jitsu, like, it's pretty crazy. I don't think I've ever heard anybody, like, doing that.
Well, and it's a weird moment to do it.
Yeah. Like, well, I mean, I guess it kind of makes sense and it doesn't. I mean,
Like, she didn't post anything.
No. I don't think that they posted anything. But when something like that happens, you know that it either blows up to be something super duper public or it's kept super duper quiet. I just know what I know, and I know what I read. So it is what it is. But
It just seems like a weird thing for gamblers to do.
ooh, you don't know. Who knows what happened, you know?
No, I know, I understand that. But what I'm saying is, Talita is a name person.
Yeah.
So, like, to say that she, you know what I'm saying, to fire the person that most people were going up there to train with,
Yeah.
is just a weird.
I mean, I've seen guys get fired from, like, a team they've been around with, like, forever. I've seen other people leave and had no one have any idea as to why. So it's one of those things that, like, I guess the people in the know. But listen, if they ever want to come onto the podcast to talk about it, I'd love to have them on here. Russell Brand got his blue belt.
Yeah,
Did you
I saw
see
that.
Did you see his little instructional video he put out there?
No.
He put out a I guess, a transition, you could say, of him going into like a lasso to the side to spin into a triangle and stuff, which is cool move, whatever, but you can tell he does it very spastic. And it was an older video, I can tell, because he still had his white belt in the video. But it was a very spastic white belt move, like the way that he was moving it. So I'm curious. I haven't seen any footage of him rolling as a blue belt, but I don't.
Well, he literally just got it.
Yeah. So I don't know how good he is, but what I do know is that he's in Ribeiro's school, and Ribeiro isn't going to be one of those people that is going to let the Hollywood person just get their blue belt.
No.
Unlike some people that have clearly let their celebrity friends get higher belts rather quickly with absolutely no skill whatsoever.
Who would you say that would be?
Demi Moore. Remember when she got her blue belt?
Where was she training?
I forget the name of the school off the top of my head. But I did the math, and there's no way that anyone's going to sit there and fucking argue with me on it. I remember when she posted the photo when she started jiu-jitsu. Between when she posted the photo and when she got her blue belt was about a year. And in that year, she spent, I would say, 80% of that, 75% of that on tour.
Well, you never know. She might have brought somebody on tour with her.
It doesn't work that way.
It doesn't work.
It doesn't work that way when you're on a world tour.
It does when you're a star.
Even then, like you don't physically have.
Wiz Khalifa does it all the time. I see he makes videos.
But Wiz Khalifa doesn't go on tour after just releasing an album and do it at the same time. He works out, sure.
I've seen him on tour.
Right, that's
bringing
Khalifa. Not Demi Moore when she went to fucking rehab and then went on tour and then came back and then went back on tour.
You don't know. You don't know. You can't say that.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Out of the two of us, who's got the most experience of actually going on tour with music artists? Please tell me.
No, it's not even that. It's just you don't know what level.
It's physically impossible when you're telling me that 90% of your tour dates or whatever they were are all other parts in the world except back. Even if you were going back every couple of weeks on break, there's no way. There's no way that you sit there and you still get it in 1 year. Like, and listen, I'm not saying she's bad. I'm sure she's decent, but it's very obvious when someone's been out on tour and suddenly comes back and they're like, "Oh, congratulations, you get your blue belt." Like, weird how that managed to come out the same day that she ended up getting like some award and stuff for it. It was something weird. It was the same day she got an award, or like within the 24, 48 hours. So it was just a PR move. So that was like super shitty. Now the only way that she could have gotten her blue belt that quickly is because she was banging Luke Rockhold at the same time, and he was probably like giving her some secret tips.
Ooh, Orlando Sanchez sets the record straight about whether Demi Lovato deserves her blue belt.
Orlando Sanchez, the ADCC champ.
Yes.
The one that like just kind of just lays on people. Yeah, I'm good. I don't really care. Anyway, so yeah, whatever. Congratulations, Russell Brand. If Demi earned her blue belt, more props to her. I'm not gonna sit there and talk shit. I just don't think that was a legitimate belt switch from my experience. You know what is crazy though? Did you see the fight announcement today?
Which one?
Brian Ortega versus Korean Zombie.
Yes, I did.
That's gonna be a good fucking match.
Maybe.
Striking and on the ground. Korean Zombie was the first person in the UFC to pull off the twister. Forgot about that. Can you get off the phone?
Well, I'm reading what happened here. It's a Gracie Baja belt from...
okay, because that makes it more legit.
Well, no, it's from Orlando.
Okay, I'm happy for him. He's going to sit there and defend, like, the move. Of course he's going to sit there and defend it. He's not going to be like, yeah, I gave it to her just out of PR move. Like, no one's going to sit there and say that.
I don't know. I didn't get to read it.
Anyway, September 21st, Mexico City is the proposed date. Who do you think...
Who's a hometown favorite in that fight?
Yeah, well, technically Ortega.
Well, no shit. It was a joke.
But I would say, who's got the upper hand on this card or on that fight?
I don't know, man. I think that fight that Ortega had with Max, something he's going to learn from,
Right.
I guarantee you he's going to look even better than he had before.
No, that's the thing. Like, Korean Zombie has got legitimate ground game.
Well,
But
does he? He got a twister. He's the first person to get a twister.
I'm pretty sure he's a 10th planet black belt.
I don't know.
Just look it up. You're sitting there looking at dick pics. Why don't you look it up? I'll tell you right now. Korean Zombie Jiu-Jitsu.
He could have just drilled the twister and got it.
Well, I'm sure he drilled the twister. Let's see. He's a brown belt.
From?
Once this thing decides to... I'm assuming Eddie Bravo. Once this thing decides to load. Kickboxer, featherweight. Come on, I just read it. Hapkido, kickboxing, judo, Brazilian jiu-jitsu, black belt in judo, brown belt in jiu-jitsu, third Dan black belt in taekwondo, and fourth Dan black belt in hapkido.
So it doesn't say.
It doesn't say. Well, that's his wiki, so we would have to...
We would have to dig a little deeper.
Dig deeper in this one. I'm pretty sure it was with Eddie Bravo. Otherwise, he's going to be under Hoist Gracie? I don't know. Anyway, so whatever. So who would you think on that one?
I told you, Brian Ortega.
You're going to go Brian?
Yeah.
I think Korean Zombie might knock him out. But we'll look into that one more once the fight gets closer. Speaking of fights, AJ Agazam won his.
Against?
I forget the guy's name, but he won it by submission in the end of the first round. It was actually pretty good. It was kind of surprising. He did some ground and pound, took the back, more ground and pound, and then choked the shit out of the guy. But there was a bunch of drama as far as like Reddit and stuff, and people were saying that AJ, nobody knows how old AJ really is. He's been like 28 for the last 5 years. Yeah. So like everywhere you go, he always tells people different age. It's like he doesn't want to tell people that like he's getting older. Truth is, AJ Agazam is 32 years old. So there's the mystery solved. Are you done?
Well, you told me to look it up, dummy.
Bro, that was 5 minutes ago.
Well, I had to
I know
search.
you're slow, but you're not that fucking slow.
Well, I think he trains at Korean Top Team.
Well, that I know because he lives.
No,
over
for
there.
jiu-jitsu.
It is what it is. You're 10 minutes behind. We're on a completely different subject now.
Just told me to do it, so I did it.
So, AJ's 32 won. AJ versus Dylan Dennis. How good of a fight would that be?
Not good.
You don't think so?
No, I think they're different. Two different games. AJ is not a dynamic jiu-jitsu player.
No.
He's
a wrestler.
He's a wrestler with some jiu-jitsu.
You think Dylan would handle him pretty quick?
I don't know. It could no. What I honestly think it would be boring. I think AJ would play defense the whole time.
I think it would probably be a little bit more exciting than you think. I think Dylan would probably press the.
I can tell you this: I have not seen very many matches where AJ looked exciting.
He's pretty exciting when he fought against Polga. When he fought against Polga at Fight to Win, that was actually a pretty good match.
That he defended the whole time.
No, I think he attacked. He attacked for partially. It was more at the end where he was being more defensive because Polga knew that he had to be aggressive more to go for it. So it was pretty good. I remember that. Did you see who's making his pro wrestling debut?
No.
Cain Velasquez. Cain Velasquez is switching to pro wrestling. He's going to make his debut on August 3rd at the Lucha Libre AAA. His team is actually Cody Rhodes and Psycho Clown, and they're going to go up against Tejano Jr. and Taurus, and they got a surprise wrestler, so I don't know who the surprise wrestler is.
That's a ridiculous
Why?
move. Well, it's not ridiculous because
It's a smart move on his part.
you don't know. You don't understand. Pro wrestling is rough on the body.
Well, that's stupid for sure. Yeah, for sure.
It's
His knees
rougher.
are going to blow up.
I've gotten hurt more doing pro wrestling than I ever did doing jiu-jitsu.
I don't think he's nimble enough to do Lucha Libre,
I don't know.
especially not at his size.
You'd be surprised how
Yeah,
Most people think
now he can juice.
Most people think the same thing about me, and then they see me do stuff, and then like, holy crap!
Yeah, but your knees didn't explode like twice on international television.
His knee didn't explode that last time
Against whatchamacallit?
against
Francis Ngannou?
Yeah, it didn't.
It didn't explode. He definitely strained his knee. That
No,
shit
no,
went,
they said he was fine.
No,
Yes,
no, they didn't.
Yes,
For
he
sure,
did.
I know they didn't.
yes, he did.
Oh man! All right, that one I'm gonna sit there and tell you no, because they sat there and said that
They said it on when it happened. How his knee looked like it was jacked up. He said it was completely fine.
let's see. I'm gonna tell you right now.
I just told you.
No. Freak knee injury. All right. That was a really fucking bad knee injury though. Like I played in the back of my hands. Like
Which one?
That when it like his knee twisted all the way to the side. He didn't see the punch. Highly rated. His knee went. It was caused by a illegal punch that caused. Okay. It's an illegal punch. An uppercut right in the center was technically an illegal punch to them. It doesn't say.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Either way, I don't think that he.
Plus, that fight was only like a couple months ago, three months ago.
Yeah.
He would not be doing pro wrestling with a fucked up knee.
Well, it says right here, Velasquez collapsing, leading to the referee to call the fight. Velasquez's knee buckled, and he said it was the injury that led him to falling to the ground, and then Ngannou finished him off. Blah 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 blah. More bullshit stats. I hate when they fucking do that. And what sucks is that more MMA reporters are trying to pull that fucking ESPN card where they throw like bullshit stats. Like, oh, he's 5-2. Yeah, it's so stupid.
It's filler.
He's 5-2.
Trying to get to a word count.
Like, do you watch it when they talk about basketball and stuff on ESPN? It's like,
No, I don't watch.
oh, LeBron
sports.
James is 15-4 when he's going against teams on a rainy day in fucking Texas. Like, bro, come on.
Yeah.
Like, stop trying to come up with some fucking...
Sports, like, I honestly look at sports the way they looked at sports in basketball. Remember why team sports lost it in basketball? Because people like started doing too much celebration and all that stuff.
Oh yeah, all the crazy
so all the
celebrations.
sports died. To me, they're dead.
Yeah, but they did crazy celebrations in basketball.
Yeah, I understand, but it was part of it.
So yeah, I actually want to look up to see who these guys were: Cody Rhodes and Psycho Clown.
Cody Rhodes is Dusty Rhodes' son.
Didn't he do something in? Wasn't he in the WWE
He
too
was.
for a
He
little
was
bit? Yeah.
Stardust.
Right.
He was Cody Rhodes and then
There was
Stardust.
Goldust and then Stardust, right?
Yeah, Goldust is his older brother,
Right.
Dustin, who I've wrestled, and so I've wrestled Dustin, and I met Cody when Cody was really young, before he got into the WWE.
Yeah.
Met him in, where were we? Palm Bay, Florida. Met him in Palm Bay, Florida, and it was right before he started training. He was just getting out of high school.
Yeah.
And he was a super cool kid. He's funny. But now he's like one of the biggest names in pro wrestling.
And you're here with me.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
You're welcome. I'm gracing you
That's
with
what
my
you were
present.
supposed to say. You were too fucking late on it. But Psycho Clown supposedly is like a famous one.
Never heard of Psycho
I've never
Clown.
heard of him, but supposedly he's huge in Lucha Libre, and obviously I'm not that big in Lucha Libre, though I do have a couple of Lucha Libre masks. We'll see. I mean, do you think they'll give him the win?
I don't know. Well, he's Mexican, so
But do
and
you think
he's
they'll give him a
he's
win?
he's a well-known Mexican.
They'll give him a couple of fancy
And
moves.
they're putting him with Cody Rhodes, who is arguably the biggest name in wrestling outside of the WWE.
Is he?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. We'll go to that one last. Uriah Faber won by KO. Did you see
Yeah,
that?
I know. TKO.
No, knockout. Well,
No,
TKO.
It was
stoppage.
TKO.
47 seconds.
That's crazy.
I think he got a little lucky because he definitely took a hit from Ricky Simon and he kept backing up. But when he landed that fucking right hand, That was definitely lights out.
Yeah.
That was a slight murder happening right there.
Ricky Simon is a good fighter,
He's
man.
no fucking joke, man. He's no joke. Did we make a call on that? I want to say we did.
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure we did.
We might have.
Let me see if I can find my notes.
But if I know me,
notes.
I would not have gone with Uriah Faber.
You think so? I think
Yeah,
you did.
I don't think
we both went with Ricky. You went with Uriah. I went with Ricky Simon. I'll have to find it on the list. Maybe you didn't write. I didn't.
Yeah,
write it
we
down.
might not have written it down. I don't remember. But like, it doesn't make sense to go with Uriah coming off of what was it, a 1.5 year break?
Yeah, he was definitely out for a while. Listen, man, more power to him. I wouldn't push my luck if I was him. I didn't just. Yeah, you got a good win real quick with Ricky Simon, but that didn't test you out.
Yeah, and he called out.
I don't know. I only saw the highlights.
Well, he said something, and Henry Cejudo.
Oh yeah.
Said, "Did you see the exchange?" So Henry Cejudo said something like Triple C.
Oh yeah, he called himself Triple C because.
And did you hear what
CCOC didn't make sense?
Did you see what? Did you see what Uriah said?
No.
You can Triple C these nuts.
I had to go. I still have to watch the fight. I recorded it, but I have to go back and watch it. I haven't had too much time to watch fights.
Did you see
lately.
Ryan Hall?
Yeah.
Holy
Wheel
shit!
kick. I fucking caught him like perfect on there. I'm surprised he didn't finish that guillotine though.
Yeah,
That's kind of weird.
Well, the dude, look.
But if someone's that rocked and you came in,
Darren Elkins is a tough motherfucker.
yeah, but he was already rocked.
Doesn't matter. He's tough.
He probably just didn't raise that.
He
left
might not have
hand
been rocked.
Right.
He might have been more shocked.
No, he was definitely rocked. He was playing the funky feet for a little while there.
But that's what Darren Elkins is known for. That though is like, who was he getting beat for 3 rounds? Like, he was getting slaughtered for the better part of 3 rounds, and he tapped somebody out with like 20 seconds left. I don't remember who it was, but it was.
I remember Honey Yaya fucking killing the guy with his elbow in the last like 10 seconds after getting his ass kicked. Gilbert's got a win on Alex Oliveira with the last second tap with the arm bar. Trying to think who else. I know there's a couple other people.
I'll tell you who it was. And he's got that. Unfortunately, Darren Elkins went ahead and tattooed something huge across his chest.
What do you tattoo?
Damage.
That's awkward.
Yeah, it's awkward.
Why would you do that?
Oh, you know who that was? That was.
You just looked at it.
No. It was.
Are you on Wikipedia?
Yeah, I'm on Wiki looking at his. It was in the last part of round 3, and the only one that I can see that would have been Mirsad Bektik.
No, I don't know. Can't remember that fight for sure.
He beat Michael Johnson.
Okay, he beat him.
But he's got 3 losses in a row. He's lost to Alexander Volkanovski, Ricardo Lamas, and now Ryan Hall.
Yeah. He took a fucking kick to the dome, that's for sure. That shit was fucking tough. But shout out to Ryan Hall with the most awkward win celebration. But he at least is consistent about it. You ever see that?
Yeah,
Did you see the shoulder shrug? Like,
yeah, he does that and everything.
I won again. So, man, what's he ranked now? Did he get it?
I don't know if he got it, but he's won every fight he's had in the UFC.
Yeah.
He's 4-0. He's 8-1 total.
Yeah. Who did he lose to?
Some guy in his first fight, Eddie Fivey, decision. But what's funny is he's basically almost even. He's got 2 knockouts, 3 submissions, 3 decisions.
Listen, man, I think it's going to get to the point where he's going to hit like a solid groove. I think there's got to be a serious test in his striking. But I think his striking is pretty good, very unorthodox. But
well, you know what? Here's the thing:
there's gonna be a fight that's gonna be a a deciding fight for Ryan Hall for sure.
What Ryan Hall, he can let go with offense. He can play around with kicks, and he can do anything he wants with his legs.
Right.
Because what's the worst thing that's going to happen?
He gets taken down, and then he's fine.
He's exactly where he wants to be.
But he still has to keep his hands up, though.
Yeah, which he is. He does.
Yeah, he's still got to keep his hands up.
I just like seeing him. I like seeing a
see.
jiu-jitsu guy do good.
Yeah,
it's
especially
like
in striking.
Yeah, it's like our team, but it's like,
Well, I'm curious to see who they're going to give him next. Because after a while, you got to stop denying the guy. I mean, he was out for a year. They didn't give him a fight for about a year. That was a pain in the ass.
Yeah, Darren Elkins is no slouch. They didn't give him a slouch.
For sure. Speaking of slouch, I hit up Hard Knocks today. I haven't been there in a while. They were beating the shit out of each other. Tuesday is sparring day at Hard Knocks, and they were beating the shit out of each other.
It used to be Fridays.
It used to be Tuesdays and Fridays, and then they switched to the Tuesdays and Thursdays. I think Tuesday they're a little bit lighter, and no, it's Tuesdays and Thursdays, not Fridays. Yeah.
Well, it used to just be Fridays. It wasn't Tuesdays. It was Fridays was meat day.
But Tuesdays is lighter day. Thursday is meat day. Thursday is meat day now for sure. But they were still going pretty good today. And there's a lot of people getting kicked in the fucking dome. So I got some pictures. I actually caught a photo of Derek Brunson beating up Ange Lusa. And I think you've seen Lusa before. He's a sick kickboxer.
I didn't know Derek Brunson was down here.
Yeah, I think he came down last year, or at least in the last 6 months for sure. So it was cool to see. I'll try and get some more shots up tomorrow morning, today, if you guys are listening to the podcast at the right time. But no, that was cool, man. I went to go cover some stuff for Herbert. Saw Gilbert. Gilbert's still getting ready for his fight against Craig Jones. Dude, I told him, like, bro, Craig's a lot bigger. He's like, yeah, man, he's fucking big. I'm like, are you sure? He's like, yeah, he's fucking big. He's like, he's got to weigh like 230, 220. I'm like, that's what I thought. Because he's a big dude. I mean, his legs are a little skinny, like I said, but his fucking...
Yeah, he's kind of jacked.
Yeah, he's kind of
not
big.
Gordon Ryan jacked.
He's pretty jacked.
But he's taller,
yeah.
I think, than Gordon Ryan.
No, I think they're around the same height. They're around the same height.
I don't know.
Like maybe an inch or something like that. But Craig Jones is no fucking joke. So, speaking of people that we know... So, I don't know all the facts on this one. I know what I read, and all I know is that Abel Trujillo was arrested today on charges of sexual exploitation of a child and obscenity. Both are felonies. He's facing 18 months in jail and a $100,000 fine. But right now he's out on bond on $10K. How fucking nutty is that?
What the hell?
Isn't it always weird with like people you know and then all of a sudden like weird shit like that happens?
Yeah, like
I don't know
what's the story? Do we know what the story is?
All I know is what the charges were, which was the sexual exploitation of a child. It doesn't mean like he like sexually assaulted some kid, some girl. I think it was a girl from.
I'm wondering if he like was texting.
That's what I think. From what I read, it's what it sounded like, and the law like to it. Sounds like he was probably like dishing out porn to some underage girl. Like he was probably like texting like dick pics or something.
Right, that's what that sounds like.
Because like Abel's never seemed to me to be someone that would do something like where it's like molestation. Like that's not Abel for sure. He's a super like chill like.
Well, yeah, now he's all like vegan.
He's vegan, fucking hippie, like whatever. So it was like when I just popped up on the news to see what was going on, and that popped up.
Unless he's like,
fuck, man.
Maybe he's like so hippie. He's like,
no,
I don't see age, man.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
That's still
like there's no
up.
such thing as age. It's a construct, man.
No,
do you know what I'm saying?
No, I've never heard that phrase.
No, there's no such thing as numbers, man.
No. Definitely never heard that.
You never heard like hippies talk like that?
Not talking about numbers.
Society's not
you could
real.
say time is a man-made construct, but not
Society's
age.
not real.
Speaking of society, are you seeing this thing with this fucking Area 51 thing?
Yes.
Bro, how many people, can we fucking take a bet right now?
Over under how many people get shot?
Yeah. Like, how many people really?
I think it's bullshit. I don't think anybody's going to show up. Or
I think people. No, for sure, people are showing up. For sure, people are going to show up.
Here's what they're going to do. They're all going to show up. They're all going to stand outside and go, nah.
This is a bad idea.
This is a bad idea. Get back in their cars.
So now here's the thing.
Go get Slurpees.
Over 1 million people signed this fucking petition saying that they're going to come out.
They're not coming out.
I would say maybe 10% of those people are legit about it. I think they were probably legit about
10%
it.
10% is 100,000.
That's 100,000. But out of that 100,000, I would say that only 1% of that actually show.
10,000 is still a lot of people.
I would say like it would be like around 1,000 to 10,000 people that actually.
Oh, you
show.
said 1%. Or did you say 10%?
1%.
Okay, so So yeah, 1,000 people.
I think 1,000 people would show up.
1,000 people.
1,000 people, it's like very easy to pick off.
Well, the thing is what did they say? They can't get us all. Yeah, but they got to get some of you. Who's?
They really, really can get them all. Like they really can. You ever seen an A10? A10.
You mean a Warthog?
The Warthog. A10
yeah,
Warthog. Yeah. That's just. Have you ever seen the videos of them like?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. No.
No.
That's just and. It fucking shoots out. If it wanted to, it can shoot out depleted uranium bullets.
The Warthog is my favorite plane because it's so ugly and it's so tough.
It's I forget what it is.
You know that gun, they had to put the gun off center because of, I forget why, but like it's a physics thing. Like they had to put the gun off center. It's not, the gun doesn't come right out the middle. It's like.
It is right under the middle.
No.
Yeah,
it's to the left a little bit. Yeah, the gun that it goes the whole length of the underbelly of the plane.
If it's what I think that it could be, is because the rotation of the minigun itself is so strong that it pulls the plane to the right, but I don't know if that's true or not, because that would be something more of like a propeller kind
that's
of thing.
The one thing I know about a Warthog.
Right, but
that the gun had to be put off center.
I've never heard of it, so I take your word for it.
I just think it's a cool looking jet.
But here's the thing: 1 million people signed this fucking petition. That's 1 million people that just volunteered their information to the fucking FBI. You don't think the CIA is gonna be like, okay, 1 million of these people could be fucking threats? Any one of these 1 million people, you just automatically got put yourself in the fucking watch list.
Did you hear what Bob Lazar said?
No.
Said, don't do this.
Oh yeah, he's like, yeah, don't do it. Yeah,
don't do this.
And even then,
there's no aliens there.
It's S4. It's not Area 51. It's S4.
And they've probably moved it since then, is what he said. He goes, there's never been aliens at Area 51.
Yeah. So even then, it's kind of like, what are you fucking like? I bet you. Do you think that the soldiers that are there like fucking sweating bullets right now?
Or geeked up? They're like, oh yeah,
we're gonna fucking shoot somebody.
Because there's somebody that's always wanted to shoot somebody.
Yeah, but that's anywhere. But they got to be like, oh, this is gonna be hilarious to see what happens. Because here's what's really gonna happen. If let's say 1,000 people fly out, if you're an idiot, you're trying to fly into the closest possible airport, which is, if that's the case, there's automatically going to be FBI, CIA like security already there, guaranteed.
Yeah, if your name's on that petition, you're on a list. You're on a flight list.
If you bought a ticket anywhere from when that petition came out until now, your name's on the list and they're pulling you out, guaranteed. You're going to have rubber gloves up the butthole for sure. Like there's no ifs, ands, or buts.
With fingers in them.
With fingers in them.
Not just rubber butt gloves stuck up your butthole.
If somehow you still manage to get out, like get through security and say like, oh, I'm just here, like I have family here, whatever, doesn't matter, because you have that security is going to be probably another 3 to 5 miles out from their normal security perimeter, for sure. And for sure there's going to be jets flying overhead, without a doubt. Now, if
or at least Apaches, they'll probably.
Yeah, right. And if you're smart, you're gonna go for a further away airport and drive in.
Yeah, but even if you drive in, they're gonna have the roads
right. They're
blocked.
Still gonna have all the roads and stuff blocked. But if you're smart, number one, you never signed that petition, and number two, if you still want to follow through with it, you're gonna drive in.
Somebody's gonna die for this.
I don't think so.
Yes.
You think so?
Because here's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen. some Yahoo
Like
is going
the
to try
pizza thing.
is going to try to run the some kind of
Run the
roadblock.
pipe.
He's going to run the
He's gonna
roadblock.
do a Leroy Jenkins.
And he's going to get he's going to do a Leroy Jenkins, and he's going to get a tank
I don't think so.
firing. I'm telling you, someone's going to die from this if they show up.
I don't think so. I think there'll be a lot of people arrested. There will definitely be a couple
Because
of people
there's a lot of
tased.
people that think it's a joke, and that they know that
There's definitely going to be a ton of people trolling and
but
just sitting
they
there
don't
pushing
believe
buttons.
that the government will do anything to them.
You think so?
Yes.
No, I think it's going to be a lot of people trolling and coming out there and just being stupid just because they know the camera's going to be there. But I don't think anyone's going to get close enough to get shot.
Do you remember Independence Day?
Yeah.
The dummies that went down to the building to like welcome the aliens.
Oh yeah, and they get nuked.
Yeah, they're the first ones to get nuked.
Yeah. No, of course that would happen no matter what.
Yeah, that's
But
what's going to happen. Those are the people that are going to show up to that.
I don't think so because for sure there's people that at the beginning of everything thought that this could actually work, and given that like mob mentality of just rushing them.
Well, if they could get 100,000 people, yeah, it could work.
Like if it was really Independence Day where you just saw that fucking Mad Max wall of cars coming at you, that probably would work. I would say that would work. You would definitely get a couple
it would
of
work
people.
until the first car got blown up.
No, I think people would still, because that's a do or die scenario.
No, it's not, because you could turn your ass around.
If there's aliens hovering over the
Then
cities,
we're not talking about aliens. We're talking
I'm
about
saying if it's a do or die scenario like Independence Day, where they had people like that, where regardless of what they do to the cars, they blow the cars up, people are still going to be like, if I get in there, they're not going to be able to do shit to me because I'm already in. I'm too close. They're not going to bomb me if I'm right next to one of their planes. That's probably like the mentality to it.
Yeah, but this is people trying to get into a secured area, and what'll happen is even if a million people did show up, as soon as the first car got blown up,
A lot of people would split like, oh shit.
it'd
this
be
is
like,
for real.
oh, okay, this is for real.
What if they actually get in and they're like, you know what? Let's fucking let people in. Fuck this. Let's show everybody. And then they bring them in and there's fucking nothing.
There's nothing. Yeah.
Nothing. Imagine if that's like just where they do like restoration for old like fighters so they can put them out in fucking museums and shit.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all that shit.
Yeah. Or like it's a bunch of like.
How many people do you think would commit suicide off of the depression off of that? Because there's got to be so many people be depressed when they finally get like Area 51 exposed, bam, and there's nothing.
I don't understand, man. I don't get it.
What?
I don't get the obsession over it.
I used to be obsessed about it. I definitely used to be obsessed about it. I read books, articles, whatever I could find. I watched so many bullshit documentaries about Area 51. That's why when I finally watched the Bob Lazar thing, I'm like, you're not telling me anything. You're really not telling me anything.
Yeah, I don't
Keep talking,
like.
I'm getting a drink.
I really don't understand why people would be so obsessed with aliens. I mean, here's the thing. Logic says, yes, there's other life out there, right? We don't need, like, it's mathematically proven that somewhere there's life out there.
But you know people still don't believe that.
Obviously. But scientifically speaking, you know, odds,
Yeah.
there's life out there. So
Yeah.
you go, okay, there's probably life out there. What does that mean? What does that mean? What, you know, it's like, what do they get out of knowing that aliens have been here?
I think it would probably fuck with a lot of religious folk, to be quite honest. I think it would definitely fuck with a lot of religious people. Because then they're going to be like, oh, like you're going to question everything, right? Or do you think
No.
people will be like, oh,
'Cause,
well,
again,
God made aliens?
Yeah. Because it all comes from the Big Bang.
Would you shit a brick if all of a sudden you walked out the door and you looked up and there was a fucking 5 mile, like wide spaceship hovering over, like District 9 kind of shit?
I had an instance where I thought I saw a UFO. And I freaked out for about 30 seconds.
Right?
Like, I was, like, nervous.
Right? Like, oh, this is the day we get invaded?
Yes. But what it was, you want to know what it was?
Yeah.
It was a weird angle that I had on a low-flying Goodyear blimp.
That would do it.
It was like where I was driving. I was in Orlando, and where I was driving, it was a weird, like it was just a weird angle. So like it didn't look like the blimp.
And it was reflecting.
It was reflecting light, and there was other lights like the
LEDs that they have.
Right, and I was like, and it was low. It was, I would say, it was no more than 500 feet off the ground.
Yeah, that thing gets pretty low. Actually, right here at this airport,
they do the
MetLife one.
MetLife one.
It's been a while though. It's been a couple of years since it's been here.
But I was like, what the? I was like, is that an alien ship? And I started getting that like, butterflies in your stomach kind of a thing.
Right.
But dummy me, guess what I did? Take a guess.
Nothing.
Like, if you had that feeling in your stomach, would you drive toward it or away
towards it?
That's what I did. I had to know.
Yeah. Listen, dead serious, the closest that I ever thought... Well, I got two stories for you. The closest that I ever thought that I was legitimately seeing aliens was one night. I may have been a little buzzed. I was on Atlantic Ave and I walked to the beach. It was pitch black. It was a super dark night. And then I looked towards the south or the north end of the beach and I saw tiny little green lights and then a red one hovering. And it was just doing this. It's just hovering left and right. I'm like, the fuck is that? The fuck is that? The green, like the floor was green. There was a bunch of green dots, and then I saw this red thing hovering back and forth in the same area. I was like, those are fucking aliens. Like, holy fuck, what the fuck is going on? Like, same thing. My heart just started racing. So I just started walking closer and closer and closer. There's a bunch of fucking guys playing ultimate frisbee in the dark. There's a bunch of fucking guys, fucking losers, playing ultimate frisbee in the dark, and they were all wearing, they had the perimeter set up with glow sticks. The green glow sticks, and then the frisbee glowed in the dark, and it was red, and they had little like blinking bracelets so they could see where everybody else was by those bracelets. Bro, I felt like the biggest fucking asshole, just the dumbest fucker alive. I'm like, I can't believe I got myself so hyped up over it. It was bad. And then I had a dream where I beat the shit out of an alien. Did I ever tell you that one?
No. Like
so remember when I broke my hand?
You say, welcome to America.
Basically, like almost
welcome to Earth.
But super realistic. Remember when I broke my hand?
Yeah.
Like the last time where I had it all Ninja Turtled out and stuff? So, had this dream. I was at my parents' house. Everything was fucking 100% real. And then I remember seeing a bunch of dots. I was like, oh shit, we're getting invaded by aliens. And the spaceship... I was in the backyard and I see a spaceship land towards the front yard. So I ran towards the front yard and UFO had to probably be about like 8 feet around, 10 feet around. I remember I jumped up on the side. It was a disc and everything. And I was so strong that I just started punching like a hole through the metal and I fucking pulled the alien out and started beating the shit out of the alien. And then I saw the gun and I was like, oh shit, let me grab this fucking alien gun. So I grabbed it and I started shooting the other aliens that were coming down, and I felt it in my fucking hand. I'm like, I could feel it squeeze, and I'd see the laser shoots, and then I start waking up, and I'm like, oh shit, I still have the fucking laser gun, and it was the fucking
remote
cast.
Control?
It was the cast, and I was just squeezing my fucking broken hand like an asshole.
Why did you kill the aliens? They might have been friendly aliens.
I don't know, man. It caught me at the wrong time. It just caught me on a bad day, and I had
Have you ever had the dreams where you can't punch anything?
Mm-hmm.
And it, like you go to punch and it feels like you're punching through jello.
It's like you just have pillow hands.
And you touch the face and it's like...
Yeah.
It was like at the exact place it needed to be at the end of your fist where it just kind of touches
it.
It's like, those are the worst
feeling.
It's the worst.
Do you still get those dreams like where you're falling?
No, but you know what I used to get? Not I never got the ones where I was falling. It was always the one where like a volleyball coming at my face.
Really?
Yeah. And to get it out. I never really had the falling ones.
You were just afraid of getting hit in the face with a volleyball?
I didn't want to get hit. Who wants to get hit in the face with a volleyball?
I've never had a dream where I got hit in the dome with a fucking volleyball.
It was coming at my face. I just make it a common practice. Any balls that are coming at my face, I'm punching.
That's not true. I used to get the falling ones all the fucking time, and then slowly the fall started getting like smaller and smaller, and then it became a trip. I would dream that I would like trip over a speed bump or something stupid, and I'd wake up and fucking jolt up. Can't believe you never had a falling dream.
No. I have dreamt that I can breathe underwater.
Done that.
I've dreamt that I could fly.
What's the craziest dream that you can remember?
Craziest dream I can remember was multifaceted. It went from dream to dream to dream.
Right.
And it was, the first one was Freddy before there was a Freddy.
Mm-hmm.
I dreamt that there was this guy chasing me. He didn't have knife hands.
Right.
But he did have a striped sweater.
Scary Terry?
I don't know. He did have a striped sweater, and his face was melting.
Right.
But not like burnt. It was literally melting.
It was like the guy from Indiana Jones.
And he was chasing me, and it was right about that time when I saw Indiana,
Probably why, right?
And it was where I couldn't run
fast enough.
I
hate that.
But then the dream changed, and I was in this like old haunted house, like the prototypical
right
haunted house, like Victorian style Addams Family, and in the like foyer, like which was just kind of similar to what you walk into in the Haunted Mansion in Disney.
All right.
But it was round, and there was a pedestal in the middle, and there was a Bible, and there was a rose in the Bible. Now, this is when I was a little kid. I heard a baby crying.
Did you eat paint chips when you were a kid?
No. Heard a baby crying,
right.
And then... So...
I feel like you're bullshitting this way all the way through.
No. What it is the... in cartoons when dogs and cats fight?
You're right.
It's like a whirlwind,
right.
And you would see a paw or something. Right. I had a real one come through the room.
Weird.
Yeah. It was like a real cat-dog fight, but it was like a whirlwind.
Right.
And...
That's it?
That's it.
Wow, that's a shit fucking dream.
You said, what's the weirdest dream?
Yeah,
I didn't say it was a good
but
dream.
I mean, at least have some fucking cool ending or something to it.
No, those were just. It was just. I've never how people say they've had like realistic dreams.
Yeah, the lucid dreams.
Well, no, not even the lucid dreams where they can control it. I mean, like they would go to school.
100%. I've had a ton of those. I dream like that all the time.
I've never had a realistic dream.
Really?
My dreams are like you're water sliding down a tree that was made into a water slide, and then you end up in a ride that like a amusement park ride that's never existed. Like it's like mine are totally
I can tell
crazy.
You so many. Like I remember so many of my dreams, and they're all super duper realistic.
I don't get those. Mine are stupid and just totally unrealistic.
Really? No. I mean, obviously what's going on might not be realistic, like it could really happen, but they are realistic where they feel as if this is really what's going on right now. This is real life. I've had tons and tons of those.
No.
I'm more... The more that I start paying attention, I get more and more aware of things like that.
Well, no, it feels real. It feels like it's going on. Like, it feels like I'm really experiencing it. I don't think, oh man, I'm dreaming. I'd never think that.
Yeah, then you're having a realistic dream.
But what I mean by that, it's like it's never like
you've never lost into it. You never lost into the fantasy of it.
Well, no, it's not. No, it's not even that. It's not that. It means like I don't have dreams where I go to work and I'm sitting at my desk and I'm working, or I'm going. Pardon me. Or I get done working and I go home and I'm watching TV. Like I don't have those kind of dreams.
Okay.
Where it's like normal everyday life situations.
Occurrences, right?
Like I've never had a dream where
I've had tons of those.
Where I wake up and go, "Oh man, I got to do this again."
The worst one that I would always get. Man, I was getting these dreams until I was like 27, where all of a sudden I would realize I totally forgot about a class that I signed up for in college, where I was like, "Oh shit, I had this class on Thursdays. I haven't fucking gone in weeks." I would have those. And then I would have ones where It's like, oh shit, the report card comes out today, and oh fuck, I forgot this, and oh, what are my grades and stuff like that. Man, I was having those dreams until I was like 27. Then I realized I don't even fucking go to school anymore. Why would I even care?
Yeah, I've never had one of those.
I had tons of those. The most realistic one I had was when I thought I won the lotto. That fucking broke my heart. I told you that one. I dreamt I won the lotto. It was fucking it. Literally, I remember watching the TV when they announced the numbers, looking at the ticket in my hand. I remember driving to my parents' house and saying, "Well, we don't have to worry about shit anymore." And then I started to wake up, and it melted from my dream into reality, where I went to bed and I was waking back up, where I was just thinking, "Oh man, I'm gonna drive that Harley that I bought," and then I started to realize, fuck, I'm still poor broke Alex, and I started crying. I was so depressed. I was depressed for like 3 days. Right?
Here's a question. Have you ever fallen in love?
In a dream?
In a dream.
Oh, for sure.
I have done that. Where I
used to get crushes all the time, I guess.
There was a dream that I had when I was 12 where I was totally in love with this girl.
Yeah.
And like I could like she had the smell, and
you're creepy much serial killer?
Well, no, it's just she had a scent, like, you know, like any woman does, like
any person, human being.
Yeah, if they wear a cologne or a perfume, right, or something like that. Okay,
continue.
And one day,
fucking creep.
Whatever. One day I found, like, I was at my grandmother's house.
In real life or
in real life?
Dream?
In real life. And she had this mirror that she kept, like, by her recliner.
This is getting creepier by the second.
Whatever.
All right.
By her recliner, and I was just looking at it and whatever. And you know how you're just absentmindedly doing something, and like I just kind of like put it to my nose, and it was that same smell.
So did you fall in love with your grandmother?
No, I did not fall in love with my grandmother. But I really did get depressed because it reminded me how much that I loved this girl in my dream. So I got depressed.
That's creepy. You definitely need to see a doctor.
I do see a doctor.
You need to see 2 of them then.
No, that's
I mean, I get it, but that's still super kind of creepy.
How's that creepy? The scent
of a woman? Are you going to sit there and give me Al Pacino quotes?
The sense of scent. What is the sense of smell? Is the most powerful
aphrodisiac?
No, as the most powerful memory inducer.
I don't know about that.
It's scientifically proven.
I'll take your word for it. I'm not gonna waste my time thinking about that because I don't think about people's smell.
No, it's
as long as you don't smell bad, I don't give a shit.
It's not a person smell, but like if you walk into a house and it smells like your mom's.
It smells like your mom's what?
Your mom's cooking, or like
that. Like you can definitely tell. I can't tell that out of my own family, obviously, because you're used to the smell. But when I walk into other people's house and
you're
you
like,
smell
that smells
people's
like my mom's food,
or I just smell somebody's cooking, I know if it's good or bad. I'm like, this lady's cooking smells like shit. Like I'm definitely not eating here.
No,
tonight.
but like if you like,
how about I actually got a funny fucking story to tell you?
Okay.
Something that happened this weekend.
What's his name?
No.
Does he have an 8-incher like Gordon Ryan?
So.
Did you see that, by the way?
No. Anyway, so did I tell you about the PlayStation VR?
Nah, maybe.
I bought this PlayStation VR. So for people that don't know, PlayStation has this virtual reality headset, kind of like the Oculus Rift, if you don't know what it is. And you basically put it on, and obviously you can play games with it. You have these 2 little wand controllers. Think of like the old Wii controllers with like ping pong balls at the top. So you set up a camera on top of the TV, you put on this headset, and you get the wands. If you have the game, you download this game. So I was playing that game Super Hot.
Oh, yeah.
All right? So we're having like a little bit of a get together. I'm making pizza for everyone. And one of the girls is playing the game. So I was giving everybody the speech of, okay, you can't do this, don't do that. You're not going to fall. Just remember that, you know, it's just a video game, whatever. Like, you don't need to move that much. Just stay here. You can crouch. You can move like a foot to the left, a foot to the right. But you don't need to do that much to play this fucking game. This girl, I'm literally making pizza, watching this person play the game. evidently in the game she runs out of ammo. So you see the distance of, I would say kind of where the end of the table is here, or where the light is, right? From where the light is to the wall, that far of a distance. She's playing, she runs out of ammo, so she decides to do a death charge to the bad guy in the game.
Oh, no.
She full on sprints into the wall, into the TV. Like, look at me. Get off the phone. Stop texting. She sprinted from the fucking, what's that? A good 8 feet? Yeah, I saw that. It's funny.
Somebody said nice 8-incher.
Yeah. It's funny.
So stupid. What the fuck?
He's fishing for it. He knows what he's doing.
What the fuck?
But this woman fucking sprinted straight into the TV. I'm telling you, straight into it, like headset on and everything, just and everybody just cracked out laughing. I'm like, did that just really fucking happen? That really just happened. All the stuff that you see on YouTube and stuff, people falling and stuff like that.
I like watching the old ladies like, bruh.
Yeah, screaming on the roller coaster stuff. Man, like, you really, really get sucked into it. You really get sucked into it. But I've never...
makes you wonder how easy would it be.
I 100% think that this is more of a simulation more than anything else.
I don't. I think that's bullshit. But I think in the future, it'll be easy.
To
put somebody in a simulation. Like, do you remember that movie, The Cell?
Yeah.
That will be...
But that wasn't a simulation, really.
That was a dream. That was like a dream. But I think in the future...
That'll happen more.
They'll be able to put, like, somebody in a virtual reality world and make them think that they're free.
Well, they've been working on...
Like, they'll do it with a criminal.
Yeah.
They'll like, say a criminal kidnapped a girl and she's about to die. So what they'll do is, I think, in the future...
Oh, to try and discover, like, where they put her?
Yeah, they'll, like, put this guy in a virtual world.
Could, for sure. Or they can go the route as, what's that, Tom Cruise movie?
Yeah, the, where they see in the future.
Something Report, whatever.
Minority Report,
yeah.
Tom Cruise has made some good future movies.
I still gotta watch the one... They're making a sequel to the one where he dies. Yeah, they're making... No. Is Edge of Tomorrow the one where he, like, relives? Like, he comes back... Is it? Yep. I thought it was, like, something...
No, it's called Edge of Tomorrow.
Yeah, that one was fucking good, but they're making a sequel to it.
That was incredible.
They're making a sequel.
That was the first Tom Cruise movie I wanted to see in the movies in years.
Really?
And I don't do the
Mission Impossible.
I don't do the Mission Impossible.
I love those. They're not all as good.
I'm not a spy guy.
I love it. Like when they just announced now the new James Bond, I'm definitely stoked to watch it.
It's a ridiculous choice.
But that's the people. She's not James Bond. She's just 007. James Bond is still going to be in the movie. He's going to be James Bond. She's just 007. So I think it's still going to be about Bond and not so much as 007, like her as being the assassin.
I don't know. But
I still think it should have been Idris Elba.
Idris Elba would be an awesome James Bond.
Otherwise, if they're going to stick with the white guy, Tom Hardy. For sure, Tom Hardy. I
don't know. I don't see Tom Hardy.
I think Tom Hardy could play the womanizer alcoholic pretty well.
Yeah, but I think Daniel Craig has been the coolest one.
Yeah,
like he's the one that looks like he could kick ass,
and he can actually be just kind of just smooth and stuff.
Right.
He's got the Sean Connery smoothness with the actual action capabilities.
Who's the worst one in your opinion?
I would say Roger Moore.
I think Roger Moore.
Most people actually think Lazenby.
I don't know.
Or
man.
Timothy Dalton.
Tim Dalton was actually pretty good.
He's pretty good.
One or two?
One. He did one. He did, is it Living Daylights? Either Living Daylights or Her Majesty's Secret Service. It's one of those two.
And then Pierce Brosnan did...
Brosnan. Did 3. He did GoldenEye, Tomorrow Never Dies, and Die Another Day.
Yeah, I think
Idris, I'm fucking huge into James Bond.
I would do Idris Elba for sure. If there was anybody that could come close, he's probably about 5 to 10 years too old now. But Jude Law probably could have done a good James Bond.
I don't think so. I wouldn't have done it. That's why everyone keeps on saying Benedict Cumberbatch. I'm not buying it.
No.
And I'm a fan of his too. You know, it'd be cool to see if they could pull it off. Is what's his face from Gangs of New York? The one that played Abraham Lincoln.
Daniel Day-Lewis.
Dude,
he's like 70-something years old.
I know, but I'm saying if Daniel Day-Lewis would have done the James Bond, it would have been pretty.
He could have played
insane.
anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't really keep. You know who I like is Eggsy from The Kingsman.
The sequel. I saw that. Yeah, the
you
trailer
saw
for
that?
the new one.
The Kingsman.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it looks pretty cool. Benedict Cumberbatch. He's in it.
Yeah, but he's not the Kingsman.
He's the first one. He's the trainer. Yeah. I'm telling you, he's a fucking awesome actor. The whole thing, the one that sold him the most is when he did the thing for Lord of the Rings.
Dude.
For the Hobbit, the dragon.
Dude, I don't know. I couldn't care less about that. I became a fan of his work with Doctor Strange because he played Doctor Strange perfectly.
Yeah, it's like it was almost like the character was designed for him.
What's funny is, and it's a true story, out of all the Marvel movies, Doctor Strange is probably my least favorite character.
Really?
But that's my favorite movie.
Why is that?
Why is it my favorite movie?
No, why is he your least favorite character?
Because it just, I don't identify with Doctor Strange. I identify with the Hulk. I identify with Thor.
Right.
I can even kind of identify with Captain America.
Right.
But
he's too
Doctor
smart.
Strange. No, it's not even that he's too smart.
I just don't like the lady that they picked to be the whatchamacallit, the one
it's
or
just
whatever.
it's like he's magic. It's like he's not a warrior. You know what I'm saying? It's
He's
like
a wizard.
It's like Dungeons and Dragons. I was never a wizard.
Right.
I was always a warrior.
Yeah.
Or a barbarian, or you know what I'm saying? I was never.
You were just in it for the loincloth?
No, I was in it to swing swords and axes and.
I mean, I could go either way.
Yeah, I never liked the wizards. The wizards.
So you never played like Golden Axe?
Yeah.
Or Gauntlet?
I always played the Golden Axe and Gauntlet, but I was never the wizard.
Wizard was good, man. He had range.
I always played the barbarian.
No way.
Always. Like there was a game.
Are they still making that Conan remake?
What do you mean? I don't know that, but I'll tell you what. Marvel has relaunched Conan.
The
comic books.
Yeah,
and they are incredible.
Yeah,
incredible.
I haven't seen anything. I read that was happening, but I didn't get to see.
Oh, they're so good. They got that. They got Conan the Barbarian and the Savage Sword of Conan, and I've been reading them both, and I'm like, and they've started. It's called the Savage Avengers, and what happened was this wizard pulled like all the greatest warriors together because he's filling up this thing of blood to try to raise this god, and they need warrior blood to do it. So they got Conan, Wolverine, I can't remember who else. So they got all these like cool characters, and they're called the Savage Avengers.
Right.
So Conan was brought to this era.
Right.
So it's just kind of cool. It's kind of a cool concept.
I have to check it out. You know what I learned the other day was that how the Avengers came about was just because Stan Lee had a deadline. He had like a comic book that was due, and he was like so far behind. So he, instead of trying to design a whole new character and a whole new storyline, he's like, I'm just gonna take everybody and put them together.
I think the Defenders came before the Avengers.
You think so?
I think so.
It's been a while. I stopped getting as deep into comic books like a while back.
The Defenders
it's
were
still warm in here, right?
Yeah, it's real warm.
Yeah, we definitely. Oh shit.
Yeah, the original Defenders from the comic. So there was the show, which was not the original Avengers or Defenders. The original Defenders were Doctor Strange, Incredible Hulk, Namor, and the Silver Surfer.
So what came first, the Avengers or the Defenders?
That came in 1971.
And the Avengers? 1968.
Let's see.
I pulled that number out my ass. Let's see if I'm right. Yeah, I stopped getting into comic books like years ago. As much as I wish I had the time to read them some more, I just could not do it.
Let's see. Avengers came first, 1963.
Damn, I was off.
It's funny that the Hulk was a part of both incarnations. He was one of the original
He was
Defenders.
on both sides.
And he was one of the original...
what was the Phantom? The Phantom was what, DC?
the Purple Phantom?
Yeah.
I don't think he was either. He was a comic book strip.
But no, then he had his own comic.
Not that I know of. If it was like some...
You know, he wasn't supposed to be purple. He was supposed to be red. He was supposed to be red, and then they ran out of ink at the printers. So, like, they didn't mix the colors properly, so he came out purple, and they were like, what the fuck is this? Like, I don't know, but we're stuck with it now.
Well, it makes sense that the Phantom makes more sense purple than red.
That was red is what
I never understood the Phantom. Like, I don't know what his powers were.
I think he's, like, the mind reading and, like, being able to kind of... He was supposed to be more, like, mysterious, kind of shadowy character, because that was the thing, right? The shadow. The Shadow.
The Shadow.
Fuck, remember The Shadow with Alec Baldwin?
Well, I knew it before that because it was a radio show.
Yeah.
And my grandfather used to try to scare me with the Shadow laugh. The Shadow knows.
In a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the worst, 1 being good, reversed it. How bad do you think that Jiu-Jitsu Nicolas Cage movie is going to be?
Depends who he's playing.
He's the main guy. He's the hero.
You don't know that.
Yeah, he's going to be the Jiu-Jitsu guy. He's going to be the one.
It's supposed to be on the...
Him and like 2 other people are like defend the Earth from aliens using Jiu-Jitsu.
No, it's the history of...
No, there's 2 movies. There's the one where the guy from Narcos is doing it, where it's the history of Jiu-Jitsu.
Right.
And then there's the Nicolas Cage movie where he's fighting aliens, where like every couple of years aliens show up or something, and he has to defend the Earth using Jiu-Jitsu. You didn't hear about this?
No.
Yes. Listen.
No,
we talked about this.
No, I thought it was the same movie.
No, man, it was.
I thought he got the character. He was playing some character.
No.
In that history of Jiu-Jitsu movie.
No.
And I was because I was wondering who could he play in that movie.
No. Nicolas Cage to star in Jiu-Jitsu. That's what I'm saying. Like, will star in a martial arts actioner, Jiu-Jitsu, based on the comic book of the same name. The cast will also include Alan Moisey, I don't know, who stars in the Kickboxer franchise. Dimitri Logothetis is producing with Martin Barab and directing whatever. Bullshit. Hong Kong Film Art. Jiu-Jitsu centers on an ancient order of expert Jiu-Jitsu fighters facing fearsome alien invaders in a battle for Earth every 6 years. Cage's character and his team of Jiu-Jitsu fighters band together with Musie's character to defeat the Bracks. So...
I'm wondering, though, is it Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu or Japanese Jiu-Jitsu?
It's probably going to be a mixture of both because they're going with, I guess... handling worldwide sales, which are currently underway at Hong Kong Film Mart. I'm assuming it's going to be a little bit of both. I think obviously they're going to have a little judo and stuff too. But I can't believe you didn't realize that. No. You didn't know that?
I thought he was playing a character in the history one.
No, there was a couple other people that got that. I forgot who was supposed to be playing like Hickson.
Did you get Crone?
It would make sense. You know what I have found out about Crone?
That he's a vegan?
No, it fucking blows my mind. And if you guys want to know how to make a fucking mistake with your entire career as a professional, this is the way.
That he doesn't let you wear your black belt if you go to that school?
No. He doesn't want anyone filming him. He doesn't want any videos released of his training or anything until he is retired. And then he wants to release a movie after he's retired. If there's any other way for you to be any more irrelevant to the scene, I don't know it.
He's not irrelevant. Everybody knows who Crone Gracie is.
When's the last time you seen him compete outside of MMA?
I couldn't tell you.
That's what I'm saying. So you telling me he's relevant?
He's been focused. He's relevant in combat sports.
I don't think
and here we are talking about him.
That doesn't mean he's relevant. I brought him up in a conversation. That doesn't mean he's relevant.
No, I did.
But it's the dumbest fucking way of keeping yourself out from getting paid for doing what you love to do.
Does he even have social media? I don't even know.
I think he does, but he posts like very, very rarely. I know like they barely even had a website for the academy. So I don't fucking get it, but why would you do that? Were you afraid that people are gonna see your super secret techniques that everybody fucking knows by now?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Like, it makes no sense to me.
Maybe he saw something happen with his dad after choke. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, it makes no sense. Like, no one's gonna.
Well, it makes no sense to us.
But it's. I think he's gonna expect to have some kind of like amazing 30 for 30 documentary shown about him, which is like, guess what? They're gonna need footage. You're not gonna have any. Can you imagine if there wasn't even the little bit of footage that we have of Bruce Lee? Even the little bit of footage that's out there. If that wasn't around, it would be almost impossible to really appreciate someone's like work for it.
Do you think though Bruce Lee might have been a little overrated?
I don't think so. I think
do you think the legend is a little bit overblown?
I think they definitely did a good PR thing, but I don't think he's overblown. I think the biggest crux in Bruce Lee's career was the fact that he didn't do the tournaments like Chuck Norris and Superfoot Wallace.
He was
and stuff
the
like
first martial arts superstar. So we just people just.
I don't know if that's true.
Yeah,
I don't think so. Superstar,
yes.
Maybe. I guess superstar, but he's not the first martial arts star.
He's the first martial arts superstar, is what I'm saying.
International. In the USA, because there were big ones already at that time, like Gordon Liu and stuff like that. Those were already around for.
No, I mean like
for like the Shaolin movies,
right?
But yes, internationally, yes, Bruce Lee is the first.
Yeah, because they've been making kung fu movies forever.
Yeah,
but you know, I just like Americans like to.
I think he just tapped. He was the perfect storm. He tapped the market.
Like that 3-inch punch.
1-inch punch,
whatever it is, it's really not that impressive. It's like it's technique, yes. But the guy doesn't really fly. Everyone says, "You ever seen the video where the guy flies through the air?"
He doesn't. No, it was
fly.
sensationalized. He goes flying back a good 10 feet.
No, not even.
Yeah.
No. It's like 6 feet.
Okay. Well,
but if I pushed you, you would go back 6 feet. That's all it really is.
I think the biggest thing for that is obviously with the whole with the aura with martial arts and the mystique and
he's
everything.
Cool. Don't get me wrong.
No, I know, but I'm saying with the whole mystique thing is that everyone's always been enamored somehow with the death touch. And the 1-inch punch was the closest thing to visibly seeing something that people would consider the death punch. Or the death touch. The 1-inch punch was truthfully an example of how much power someone can generate in a small amount of space.
Right.
That's what it was really all about.
Right, but it's really more, it's not, it was technique, but it's like, it wasn't anything magical. It was him
It was someone who mastered his body to be able to generate a ton of power in a small space.
Right, and he calls it a 1-inch punch, but he starts with his hand open. So,
well, there's other ones where he, instead of being open, where he's pointing like this, where it's more the knuckles. So there's the 1-inch and there's the 3-inch punch.
Right.
So that was the thing. They even put like a whole book out of it and stuff. It's like, I have it. Remind me, I'll bring it. It's a little pamphlet like this, but that was the biggest thing. Do I think he's overrated? No, but I think that because he never had the actual footage and the fights to put behind his name, is always going to be almost like a...
Did we have the argument before Prime Bruce Lee versus Prime Joe Rogan? Prime Joe Rogan would win?
No.
We didn't have that discussion?
No.
Because Rogan, with his Taekwondo and Jiu-Jitsu background...
If it was just a striking match, Bruce Lee. But if it was an MMA match...
How do we know he doesn't...
I would still say Bruce Lee, but if it was an actual MMA match where everything was allowed, a fight, Joe Rogan. He was just bigger than him, just more muscle, more technique. Like,
well, it's jiu-jitsu.
Well, hold on. Are we talking about Vale Tudo, or are we talking about...
What's the difference?
well, Vale Tudo, you give him like fucking poke the eyes. Like, you talking about street fight?
Like street fight.
I would probably still go to Bruce Lee because he would fight dirty.
No
I think
way.
he would
I
fight
think
dirty.
Joe Rogan fights dirty. I think Joe Rogan has got a mean streak in him because I've seen it.
Yeah.
I've seen it.
You've seen it? You've seen him fight? You've seen him?
I've seen him roll.
He's the one video, the guy talking shit to him, so he fucked him up?
He fucked him up. And that's the guy that he's just rolling with. Imagine if he's fighting a guy. And I've seen him antagonize. Like,
yeah,
I've
but
seen,
he wouldn't
like,
poke somebody in the eyes. He wouldn't kick him in the nuts.
You don't know that? The way he antagonized Carlos Mencia and stuff like that. Oh, yeah, it's
because he knew fucking Carlos Mencia couldn't do shit.
I think Joe Rogan has a mean streak, and I think Joe Rogan would do stuff that would... I'm for sure thinking. My money's on Rogan over Bruce Lee.
Yeah, if you're allowed grappling and stuff, yeah, for sure. And Bruce Lee had no grappling. He didn't even have any fucking wrestling.
He had a little bit.
The one crucifix he did in Enter the Dragon?
No, but he was working with...
He was working on it.
Judo Gene LaBelle.
Yeah, he was working on it, but I don't think he had the ground technique to even rival like prime Joe Rogan, black belt Joe Rogan.
No.
It wouldn't happen.
But he did have a little grappling because Bruce did. I mean, Bruce had the foresight to see that.
I mean, I got the book right here, don't I? Didn't I bring it in?
No,
I thought I brought it in.
But Bruce Lee has the foresight to realize that he couldn't just use kung fu.
Yeah, with the taekwondo or whatever. He couldn't just use taekwondo.
So, and he knew grappling was a part of fighting. That's why he was trying to learn grappling with Gene LaBelle.
So you remember it's funny you brought it up. Remember the MMA fighter that was calling out the bullshit martial arts masters and stuff?
Oh,
and he beat them up?
in China.
Right, in China. Remember that guy?
Yeah, I saw what happened to him.
What, with the lawsuit?
Yes.
Yeah, so the guy lost a lawsuit, has to pay $58,000 in restitution and apologize every day for 10 days. Listen, if someone told me I had to apologize to you for every day for 10 days, you could go fuck yourself.
I would do the shit bow, like in what was that? Curb Your Enthusiasm. He gave me a shit bow.
Yeah.
That's a shit bow.
I would quickly tell someone to go fuck themselves. Like, no, he's still a piece of shit, and I'm not paying anybody $58,000. Go fuck yourself.
That lets you know why America's better than China.
Oh, man. He even had $1 million bounty on his head. Did you know that?
No.
So, I forget, it was some CEO of a very large company said that the guy was being way too disrespectful to a master, and he put $1 million bounty to anyone that could beat him up in a fair match. He's saying, like, any grandmaster of any martial art or like any Chinese art come in and like fight him.
I guarantee you none of them would take that money.
I'm sure a lot of people would try, but I don't think it would happen. I can't think of, barehanded, no way. No, it wouldn't happen.
Not without a weapon.
It wouldn't. It would have to be somebody with a weapon.
Yep.
I would probably be like...
My favorite things to watch are those guys fighting MMA guys.
Oh, I love it. When they get punched in the mouth and he's
kicked in the face.
Yeah.
Oh, it's awesome.
I love it. Speaking of getting fucking kicked in the face, I got my ass handed to me tonight.
By?
Tubby. Tubby came in to train with us today, and we were joking around. So I always take funny photos of Tubby, just because it always ends up playing out that way. She's either like eating or yawning. I have a photo of her yawning at Kasai, and she's like from the opposite side of the mat. She's like, "You son of a bitch, I'll come and get you." I'm like, "All right, got you." Click, 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 click. So we were rolling, and she starts beating me up, and she's like, "This is for taking bad photos of me," and like going for arm bars and stuff. I'm like, "Don't you think this would make me want to post and take those photos more?" I'm like, "If you let me win, I won't post those photos anymore, Tubby." And she's like, "No, there's no way. Tubby's too competitive to sit there and be like, yeah, I'm going to let the blue belt win." So she proceeded to kick my ass. It was pretty funny.
Tubby. Tubby's cool as shit.
Tubby's good people. She's got a lot of matches, man. She's got 3 matches in a row coming up.
Well, this is now that she's like training.
Well, she's healed up.
Full time too. Like she always had a job before.
Yeah, but now she's healed up. I remember she had I think it was her leg or something like that. She messed up her foot after. That's why the last fight is canceled. It's late.
It's 11 o'clock, son.
Oh man, I'm sorry. It's past your bedtime. All right, we'll take off. Gotta get going. Got anything to say?
Not a thing. It's hot in here.
It's still hot in here, right? I think it's time to get a new AC.
Yeah, I'm like starting to.
It's free sauna. Deal with it.
Yeah, I don't mind. Dude, this is what I'm in all day long at the gym.
Summer in Florida feels great. Shout out to all of our sponsors: Choke Aloha, Giraffe Choke, Jiu-Jitsu Soapco, and Nomad. Thank you very much for all the support. Be sure to support the podcast. Hit us up on Instagram. Check out Sonder Marketing. Check out Gorilla Boy BJJ. And with that, we are out. Peace.
Later.